Hello boys and girls, welcome to another flip video. Today's topic is going to be comparing whole numbers, and we do have a little special guest who's going to be joining us for this one for as long as he'd like to. It's Connor. Say hi. Okay, we'll see how long he wants to sit on my lap. He might pop up. I'll try. If he's still sitting on my lap by the end of the video, I'll let you guys see him again. So let's get right to it. I'm going to share my screen, and here we go. So today we are talking comparing numbers, and comparing numbers is just a fancy way of seeing which number is bigger or which is smaller. And with comparing numbers, we have this one sign is greater than, the next one is less than, and equal to. The way that I remember this is I actually draw, now you don't need to do this, but you can if you want to. Whoops, I have the wrong tool on. I actually draw little teeth, and I make this into Pac-Man. Connor just jumped off my lap. Making a little Pac-Man, and Pac-Man always wants to eat the bigger number. That's how I personally remember it. So if that helps you, go for it. If not, whatever works for you. So we're going to practice comparing numbers, and we are going to be basing it all on Jurassic World. So I went on the website for Jurassic World, and I saw that the Stegosaurus weighs 10,009 pounds. Remember reading from the past couple videos, and the Mosasaurus, which is that big dinosaur that comes out of the water and eats a shark towards the beginning of the movie, or if you saw the previews, it's also in the previews, that weighs 10,090 pounds. Now I want to see which one weighs more. So the way that I'm going to do it, it's kind of hard to look at it going side to side. So I'm going to do something that I'm going to call the top to bottom method. And so I take the Mosasaurus's weight, and I'm going to retype it. In your case, you'll rewrite it right underneath the Stegosaurus's. Now, so it's 10,090. Now, if you see, it's not quite lined up, so I'm going to take extra good care, and now it's lined up. So now I can compare them. And I'm going to compare one place value at a time, starting with my 10,000s place. So maybe I need even smaller. All right. So I'm looking at the 10,000s place, and they are both 1. So I need to go to the next place. And now I look at my thousands place, and they're both 0. So I need to keep going. I look at my hundreds place, and that's a 0. They're both 0s. So I need to keep going. And now I look at my tens place, and I see that now the Mosasaurus has a 9, which is bigger than a 0. So I know that the Mosasaurus is greater than, or the Stegosaurus is less than the weight of the Mosasaurus, or the Mosasaurus is greater than the weight of the Stegosaurus. It doesn't matter that the Stegosaurus has a 9 in the ones place and the Mosasaurus has a 0, because the 10 is a bigger place value. So let's try that with another example, where you're going to compare the Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Indominus Rex, the ones who fight at the end of Jurassic World. If you haven't seen the movie, I'm sorry, I just kind of told you what happens at the end. So those are two big dinosaurs, look very similar, and when I looked them up, they were both very similar in height, so I changed it into millimeters, which is not what you'd really want to measure a dinosaur in, but I did that anyways. So here's your problem right here. Whoops. Here's your problem right here. This is going to be the one where you're going to pause the video and you're going to work through it, and then I will work through it. So pause the video now and work through it. Okay. Hopefully you have worked through it, and now it's my turn to show you how I did it. So I'm going to do the top to bottom method again. I'm going to just take the Indominus's height and put it right under the Tyrannosaurus's height, so 4,269. Make sure they're nice and lined up. Beautiful. And now I'm going to start comparing the place values. Let's use green this time. So I am looking at the thousands place. They're both the same. So now I'm looking at the hundreds place. They're both the same. Now I'm looking at the tens place. They're both the same. And now I'm looking at the ones place, and I see the Indominus Rex has a 9 there, where the Tyrannosaurus has a 7. So I know now that I guess my lunch is done. Now I know that that one is bigger. So if you didn't quite catch that, always feel free to rewind. And then you don't need to worry about that bottom part. Pretend you don't. If you want to challenge yourself, there is a little challenge problem here for putting numbers in order. You do the same kind of concept, but that is a challenge problem for you. But the one that you need to solve and bring to school is this one right here. You need to compare those two numbers, 28,590 and 28,509. Do the top to bottom method, come in your answer, and be ready to show me that in the morning, and be ready for the Thunderdome.